Okay, so let's talk about Star Wars and Captain Marvel because they're not controversial topics, like at all. Okay, I had the idea to make this video when I was on Twitter, the beautiful place called Twitter, and I saw some guy saying that he rather the prequels over the original Star Wars saga. And for a long time I agreed with him, but when I put some thought into it, I realized that all the love I felt towards these movies were just a mere reflection of the way I felt toward Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith is a perfect Star Wars movie. It's a perfect conclusion to this amazing story, and it's a perfect origin story to Darth Vader, Obi-Wan, and all these beloved characters. But as I found out while trying to make a Spider-Verse video, I'm not really good talking about the things I like. So this video will be about the first two episodes on the saga, Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clone. And even though I love the last movie in this trilogy, I don't have the same love for these two. And I don't think they're the death of cinema or something like this, but they have a big problem that they like to call the Captain Marvel problem. And before you dislike this video, let me explain something. I don't hate Captain Marvel. Okay, I have a review on my channel, but I recommend you guys checking that out because it's the first video on my channel and it's just really bad. But I promise that there is a not incel, I don't know, misogynistic reason why I chose this name. Okay, let me explain. My biggest problem with Captain Marvel is that the movie felt like it had the goal of filling the gap. It didn't feel like a character introduction or a movie of its own. It felt like an endgame prequel, a backstory to the Infinity War post-credit scene. And this is not the gospel truth. You can disagree with me. The whole opinions, blah blah blah. I know how it works. But this is the exact same thing I felt while watching the movies in question. Revenge of the Sith is the endgame of the Star Wars prequels, and it's the only movie that carries any weight when compared to the others. I know a lot of people that only went to see Captain Marvel to understand Endgame, and I felt the same way while watching The Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. If someone asked me why they should watch these movies, my honest answer would be just to understand Revenge of the Sith, because that's what they're made for. They are way to an end, but doesn't hold any value of its own. And I'm not saying that the movies are bad. I still think spoilers for Attack of the Clones here. Jump to this time frame if you don't know anything. I think the scene when the clones rebel against the Jedi to be one of the best scenes in Star Wars. It was really, really good, but a movie shouldn't be made only of memorable scenes. It should be more. No movie should be just a bland path you need to follow to get somewhere. And if you're confused because I'm calling this movie a bland path, if I told you I don't hate these movies, well, it's basically because you don't need to hate something to criticize it. I like Endgame, I really do. I have a video about it, it's on Discord, but the movie has problems and I don't have any problem admitting it. Admitting, Jesus, this word is hard to say, admitting it to anyone. And this video is not that long, I just wanted to get these random thoughts out of my head. But like last point, before you curse me in the comments and that I don't know anything about Star Wars and Captain Marvel is a masterpiece, just wait 1 second. But my final point, I have to say that there's nothing wrong about using movies as a build-up to something. Like the MCU is a big fat build-up to Endgame. But movies inside this universe need to stand up by themselves. If someone asks me why they should watch Iron Man, Winter Soldier, and just freaking Guardians of the Galaxy, you can be sure my answer wouldn't be just to understand Endgame, because it makes no sense. And okay, maybe it's unfair to compare it with the MCU. Let's use the original trilogy. Every movie holds weight of its own. The Return of the Jedi might be the big conclusion, the payoff and all to all these movies, but it doesn't undermine the value of its predecessor. I think if I needed to sum up this whole video in just one sentence, it would be build-ups shouldn't be an excuse for laziness. That's my point. So, thank you so much for watching. I had these random thoughts in my head, so I just made the script and recorded this video. And I didn't post it in this channel for a while, so why not? And I'm trying to make a Spider-Verse video, but it's hard. I love this movie and I don't know how to speak it in a coherent way. But if you like this video, thank you. Thank you for liking the video. This sounds weird, but whatever. Like the video, comment down below, share it, maybe if you want to. My Twitter and Instagram is going to be in the description. And thank you guys for watching. Yeah, I hope to see you here next time. My next video is going to be or about Spider-Verse or Star Wars. Yes, I can make some trailers, in the middle of these things, but the focus is going to be more random thoughts videos, with maybe some essays. Why not? So yeah, thanks so much for watching and bye.